my goodness. Hi, welcome. Good Shabbos, everyone. I think the weather is so yucky that many people are going to be on Zoom. So I'm going to invite us. Please come close, come close. If it's your first time, especially. Especially. Really? Okay, so fine. May the Minnesotans prove me wrong. I'm just saying, I imagine. So I'm going to open up our sweet space. I am. Ya ya la la ya ya la ya 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 ay 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 Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Welcome here. Welcome to Shir Tikva. Hi, Ruben. Hey, fam. So good to be together in our virtual minyan spanning across geography and here on Dakota land on 50th Street, here in the Shir Tikva Sanctuary. My name is Rabbi Ariel. I use she, her pronouns. I feel like I'm rocking an 80s situation today with a blazer and an updo and a tired smile. A tired smile. You can't hear me. That's okay. I'll get closer to the microphone. What about you?
My name's Rabbi Joey. I use he, him pronouns as a point of visual access. Messy curly hair, glasses, similarly tired smile, and first time wearing my new snow boots out of the house.
Titchadesh. So instead of speaking right now, I just want to invite us into song. We'll begin by lighting candles, and then we'll offer the psalms that welcome Shabbat, and just really want to invite the words and the melodies and our breath that makes words and melodies possible. I just want to invite us to let those spiritual tools bring us into Shabbat, and we'll talk later. So, can I invite you up to light candles? Do you want to light candles? Is that too much? We have a really new baby in the community, which makes me feel like I really want to invite, but that's also the hardest work. So, yeah? Okay.
We'll sing our way into the service on page 12, number 3 online, Lechu Neranena.
Lechu Neranena Ladonai Naria Letzoyishenu Nekadem afanav betoda bizmirot narialo lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Letzoyishenu Nekadem afanav betoda bizmirot narialo ayalai ayalai yalalai ayo ayalai ayalai the next page. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, barechu shemo, baseru miyom lehayom, Yeshuato, Sapru vagoyim, kevodo, bechol ha'amim, nifleotav, ki gadol Adonai, ulol meod, norahu, al kol Elohim, ki kol Elohei hamim elilim, v'Adonai shamayim asa, hod v'hadar lefanav, oz v'tiferet במקדשו, ישמחו השמיים ותתגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל הצער לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק ואביב באמונתו, יה לה 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 לה, יה לה לה לה, יה לה לה, יה לה יה לה לה לה, יה לה יה לה לה, יה לה לה yo.
The last paragraph on page 17. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu.
We'll turn together to our colorful sheets. Number 1. Ana bechoach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinata becha sag veinu Tzarenu Nora. Ana bechoach bechoach gedulat yemincha yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinatamcha sagveinu tareinu nora. Ana bechoach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinat amecha sagveinu tareinu nora. Ay 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 alo ay 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 ay
We'll turn to page 20, number 7 online. It's the tradition in this community for those who want, in our physical space or not so physical space, to stand at the last verse and to make our way outside of that door into the cold Minnesota winter. Page 20. Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad Leshem ultiferet velitila Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor haberacha Verosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala
Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Mikdash melech ir melucha, kumisei mitoch hafecha, Rav lach shevet במקבחה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי. על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קורבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
היי 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 לך דודי הו, היי 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 לקראת כלה, היי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. היי 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 לך דודי הו, היי 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 לקראת כלה, היי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלבי, מה תאכלי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו הנעבי, ונבנתה עיר עתילה. היי 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 לך דודי הו, היי 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 לקראת כלה, היי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. היי 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 לך דודי הו, היי 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 לקראת כלה, היי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. והיו שיסוסי ורחקו מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהי, כמסוס חתן החתן. היי 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 לך דודי oh, ay, 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 likat kala. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Oh, ay, 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 likat kala. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Yaminu smol tifrot. Et Adonai taritzi. Ayadish ben parti venismecha venagila. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likat kala. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Bohi v'shalom ater bahala. Kavivcha uvesohala. Toch emunei amseku. Boi kala. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Oh, ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Ay, 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 lecha no. Oh, ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Oh, ay, 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 likrat kala. Ay, 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Welcome back, people who are in the freezing. We're going to take the next 4 minutes to greet. We're going to take the next 4 minutes to greet folks around us in our physical space and in breakout rooms on Zoom. See you back here in 4 minutes.
How fun. Ya ya la lo ay ay oh ay ay oh mis morshir mis morshir mis morshir mis morshir mis morshir mis morshir shir leyom hashabbat shir leyom hashabbat shir leyom hashabbat shir leyom hashabbat. These words are on page 22, but don't even look at the words. If you let me just say them to you. Mizmor shir. Can you say that back? Shir liyom hashabbat. That is all of the words. Mizmor shir. Shir liyom hashabbat. Sing a song to Shabbat, or a song of Shabbat. It's this moment of grounding, this first words of Psalm 92. Our job, I told you I was going to talk, now I'm going to talk. Our job on Shabbat, part of our job as Shabbat comes in, is to notice all of the cracks in the world and to use our song to call the world back into creation. To really let our song remind the world what it felt like, and to let the world, each of the broken pieces of the world, come a little bit more into balance. So Shabbat is not a time to look away from the brokenness, but it's a relationship of singing towards tikkun, of singing towards healing, of singing towards justice, of breathing, of summoning and invoking. So when we sing Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, these aren't just let's sing a song of Shabbos. It's let's remind the world it doesn't have to be like this. And let's sing our way. We have a lot of other tools, and we use those other tools, but let's also use our song to sing our world. Do you remember the words? Okay. Mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, shir leyom hashabbat, shir leyom hashabbat, shir leyom hashabbat, shir leyom hashabbat. Mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, mizmor shir, shir leyom hashabbat,
gather the cracks and we gather the healing as we rise in body or spirit on page 28, calling ourselves in together to prayer. We'll continue on page 30, taking an opportunity to observe, witness, and honor the darkness coming through, and bless a God that brings that darkness. Take a second to notice the light or lack of light in this space and coming through our windows. Taking a big breath in and out.
הוא מעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ולילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים.
Turning to page 32. This is an opportunity in our service to thank a God that brings love into the world. I'd love to invite you to bring to your mind and your heart someone who embodies love in your life. Think of the ways that they make you feel, the ways in which they encourage you to grow and keep you grounded. Taking a big breath in and out.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו והם נגי יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
We have the total pleasure and honor to hear a word of Torah tonight, a Kabbalat before the Shema from Harry Adler, as a member of our working group, helping our community to come to a sense of values and grounding as we take in the work of healing the world, particularly around the conflict in Israel and Palestine.
I like the idea of sitting down. Shabbat Shalom, y'all. I'm Harry, and my pronouns are he, him. I'm part of the team organizing programming around Israel-Palestine for our community. A warm thank you to those who joined us last Sunday for storytelling. It felt like we created a shared spiritual space. Previously, Alana and Tamara discussed two of our organizing values. Today, I'm here to delve into the third one, open dialogue and open hearts. As I approach this Shabbat and the third value, my thoughts quickly turned to this week's Torah portion where God, to my dismay, hardened Pharaoh's heart. I pondered what might have unfolded if God had opened or softened Pharaoh's heart. Alas, I'm not delivering the Devar today. Instead, I'm connecting this value to the Shema. In the Shema, we declare our commitment to loving God with all our heart, all our soul, and all our might. We're instructed to keep these words in our hearts and pass them on to our children. With all our heart to me means with love, while with all our soul prompts us to take breaths and be mindful of the world in all dimensions of time, even in the Zoom space. Engaging in challenging conversations demands checking our impulses and being open to other possibilities. These words anchor me in my work beyond Shir Tikva, particularly as a volunteer with Acquaint. In this organization, we're randomly paired with someone worldwide for a conversation without a set topic. Our aim is to foster understanding and empathy through open dialogue and open hearts. I've connected with 22-year-old Muslim Pakistani women studying English literature in Islamabad. Through their eyes, I've learned about the enduring challenges of the 1947 partition of India, where millions lost their lives. One student expressed a wish with me that Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs had found a way to keep India together, as the region still grapples with long-standing disagreements. I shared with her a similar story from another region facing enduring challenges. We heard each other. Let us at Shir Tikva strive to hear each other. May the Shema serve as a reminder to breathe deeply and slowly as we endeavor to listen and speak with compassion and humility about our individual relationships with Israel-Palestine, and more specifically, our responses to the events of October 7th and the ongoing war. Together, let's build a community that engages our hearts and souls.
We'll turn to page 34. I'll invite those who have the tradition to feel free to stand for the Shema. Would you join me for the Shema? You just gave the cup now. Would you join me to sing it? Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. You can be seated, page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'leftecha v'derech u'shochbecha u'pkumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtabtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'shairecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We turn to page 40, sing out the route to our collective liberation.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדב הקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, פוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. איי 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 חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, קהל ישראל.
Amen.
Let's sing these words, 3 lines from the top of page 42.
Ufros aleinu sukat Shalomecha Ufros aleinu Ufros aleinu sukat We'll rise in body or spirit, singing out one more word of welcoming Shabbos into our space and recommitting to this radical practice of rest. We rise in body or spirit on page 44. Ruvenei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם בתולה ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם בתולה ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We'll turn to page 46, taking a moment to sing into silence. I'll invite you to, in this quiet time, think about one part of your life, of your body, of your world that you can relax a little more deeply into this evening in the Shabbos. We'll start by singing together on the top of page 46.
Be
Let's sing together at the bottom of page 62. Ya ya la ya la ya la lo. Ay 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 la ya yo. Ay 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 la la yo. Ay 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 yo. Ay ay ay. Ay, 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 oh, oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו, אמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו, אמרו אמן. יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה. We take this time now to pray for healing. And hold in our hearts those people who are in need of healing of body, healing of spirit, of nourishment. And I also just want to invite us to take this opportunity as we pray for healing, to let our tradition remind us not to look away from suffering. Not to look away. And as we pray for healing, let us turn our hearts to Gaza. Let us turn our hearts to the West Bank. Let us turn our hearts to the over 100 people still held hostage 100 days later. Let us turn our hearts to this planet. This prayer for healing is vast. And let's not turn away. So we'll sing on page 253, and we'll pause, and we'll offer names of people that we're praying for in this time, and we'll seal our prayer with song. It's right in the middle of the page 253. Mi sheberach avotenu mekor haberacha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Tonight we're praying for Mi shebeirach imotenu mikor haberacha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Good Shabbos. I apologize to my neighbors that I feel like I'm standing right above. When I was home a few weeks ago at my family's home in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my mom showed off her newest piece of art, an enlarged black and white image of her hands, well wrinkled and calloused with time and creative work. Pasted over the image of her hands was newsprint letters with the words, "What if it all works out?" In other hands, this message might read as a cliche or trite, ungrounded bit of hopefulness. But for my mom, who's gone through some big, scary things over the past few years, and who runs, like me, at an impressively anxious volume, the question, the possibility of working out feels remarkable. Tonight, I want to think through my mom's question, what if it all works out? What would it feel like to truly live into the optimism and brightness of this question, even in the midst of difficult times? To explore this question, I want to think through another question, a little textual problem. What's the deal with the most boring part of our Torah portion this week? Okay, our parsha does not start off with boring material. Rather, we drop straight into the action. Moses demanding Israel's freedom from Egypt. Pharaoh denying this demand, making Israel's slavery even more brutal. Israel and Moses despairing. No one here can see a path to the future in which everything works out. If we were to put a genre label on this story, we might call it a political thriller. But before we can see the next twist in the narrative, we get pulled out of time. Ele Roche Bet Avotam. These are the nightmarish words for any bar mitzvah student, meaning that we are about to enter a series of he begot her, who begot he, who begot he. We are entering the realm of lineage. We go all the way back to Jacob's children many generations ago, and all the way forward to Moses and Aaron's children. The lineage ends with the words, "This is the Moses and Aaron that we're talking about, whom God said, bring forth the Israelites from the land of Egypt. This is that Moses and Aaron." We then get even a little bit more out of time. We go back just one parsha. The text reminds us of a scene from last week's Torah, where Moses tries to refuse leadership because of his inability to speak. And God replies, "Don't worry, you can work with your brother Aaron, who is a good speaker." In the language of the text, I, God, will make you like God, with Aaron as your prophet. Okay, then with all of this extended in last week's episodes, we finally get back to our story. So what's the deal? Why can't we read straight into this plot-heavy, exciting narrative? Why instead do we spend so much time with this extended family history? This year, as I was reading this passage that has historically brought me to boredom, my partner Adele pointed out the tension lying behind the history. The lineage going all the way back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob brings us to the painful family life of the book of Genesis. Sefer Bereshit is the book of dysfunctional families, particularly dysfunctional sibling relationships, with brothers pitted against each other, tricking each other, and even attempting to kill their siblings. At every turn, parents and God do everything they can to poison the relationship between siblings, choosing favorites, pitting kids against each other. So, in our Parsha's lineage, we're reminded of this terrible family life, and then we're left with, yep, that's where Moses and Aaron come from. And not only that, God has just told the two to play permanent make-believe, where God always gets to play the role of God. This is not going to end well. And then the action returns, and we see Moses and Aaron cooperating, sharing the burden of leadership. We see Miriam, their sister, eventually rejoining the story, leading her siblings and their people towards water and dance. These siblings who had every reason, by way of intergenerational trauma, by way of family separation and estrangement, and God's intervention to rip each other apart, they work beautifully together. Maybe what makes these three special, what makes them prophets, is not their ability to communicate with the divine or to lead the people. Maybe the reason that Miriam, Aaron, and Moses are prophets is the way that they find each other again and again despite everything. As we look at a world of brokenness, where continued loss might be the most reasonable prediction of where we're heading, I find myself looking back at Moses, Miriam, and Aaron, at my mom's hands and words, and wondering, what if it all works out? Until it arrives, we cannot know the shape or form of our surprising hope and unpredictable redemption. The people and relationships that will heal the world might be as unlikely as three siblings born into slavery and genocide, separated by culture and power, coming back together in love. Yesterday, my mom sent me a picture of her even more recent piece of art. In the same newsprint collage, my mom has put the following words over the lintel of her living room: "Hold on and let me overthink this." On this, I'd like to suggest, at least on the Shabbos, we don't follow my mom. There will be days ahead to think and overthink, to strategize, to spend our blood, sweat, and tears locating the path to our collective liberation. But on the Shabbos, I'd like to leave instead with the image of Aaron kissing his exhausted brother, of Moses praying for Miriam's healing, of the embodied feeling that even in the depths of sorrow, it might still work out. Good Shabbos. We'll now take a moment to bless our community with the words that you can find on the back of your colorful sheet, or Birkat Kehillah.
המלאך הגואל אותי, המלאך הגואל אותי מכל רע, יברך את הנערים, ויקרא בהם שמי, בשם אבותיי, בשם אבותיי, אברהם ויצחק, וידגו לרוב, וידגו לרוב בקרב הארץ. ישמחם אלוהים כשרה, כרבקה, כרחל וכלאה, כאפרים וכמנשה. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. יללי 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 יללי
May the chat not close unexpectedly on Zoom. May we all live to see the day when it all works out. May we all be open to the surprises that can provide us with hope and solace. May we stay warm in these cold times. May all who seek warmth find it, both in terms of temperature and in connection to others. May we go back to our Jewish values and find their courage. May we live to see the broken pieces together. May we release our fear, our anger, and our shoulders. May we all recognize that we are all part of the same family, striving to live peacefully, having our children and grandchildren thrive. May we seek community when we want to isolate most. May we have the courage to carry hope in heart along with other feelings. May we allow for the possibility of good things happening. May we have the strength to persevere in our fraught relationships when we know there is love beneath the hurt. May we gently question our impulses and be open to other possibilities. May we heal dysfunctional family relationship so that a just and lasting peace may be achieved in our lifetime. May we open our hearts to each other here and around the world. Ken yehi ratzon.
We'll rise in body and spirit as we begin to conclude our service, page 284. Four lines from the bottom of the top paragraph.
Be seated. We'll continue in a moment on page 294 with the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. It's the tradition in our community to read a list of names of folks that have died in this last 30 days and people that have died on the anniversary of this week in past years. If you hear the name of someone who you loved on this list and would like to raise your hand and share just a sentence or two of story about them, we'd love to hear. When I'm done reading the list, I'll pause for a second for other folks who have names that they'd like to contribute to say those names and for us to hear their stories.
Joey, will you do a session? You'll do a session. Okay.
Today we're in the Shaloshim for Mike Cat Gordon's uncle, Ben Pollock, brother of Rachel Pollocky, Farah Shadid, Basil Shadid's brother, Helen Goodman, beloved member of Shir Tikva. We're observing the yahrzeit of Leah Bank, Bruce Manning's grandmother, Evelyn Bronstein, Shep Harris's grandmother, Robert Brooke, Eric Brooke's father, Pearl Sarah, Carol Sarah's mother, Betty Koslow, Eric Rum's aunt, Marv Davidov, Henry Lippman's dear friend, Lori Davidson, Andrea Rubenstein's beloved friend, Martin Diedart, Antoinette Goodney's grandpa, Nathan Fredman, Shep Harris's step-grandfather, Debbie Friedman, Barbara Eagle's sister, Hank Greenberg, Beth Zemke's uncle, Ellen Joseph, Miranda Joseph's mother, Donald Kahn, Phyllis Kahn's husband, Arlene Canson, Lucy Canson's mother, Gladys Kisner, Leslie Carafelli's mother, Edith Levy, Caroline Levy's mother, Peter R. Lindell, Kim Colburn Lindell's father, Samuel Lipton, Miriam Weinstein's uncle, Harry Luger, Lorraine Luger's grandfather.
My grandfather, Papa Harry, was a great dancer and singer, and he would lead an endless Seder, and I would sit right next to him. And I told him I wanted to marry him when I was a kid, and somebody had to explain to me why that couldn't happen.
Betsy Ornstein, John's mother, Evelyn Oxman, Phil's mother, Frank Reyes, Sophia Wood's grandfather, Justine Ringberg, Sarah Kasten's dear friend, Nicolette Ruach, Anna Schmidt's soul sibling, Sally Saperstein, Stuart Mednick's grandmother, Jeffrey Seltzer, Matthew Seltzer's brother, Sophie Shapiro, Jim Miller's grandmother, Rebecca Siegel, Howe Siegel's mother, Sheila Siegel, Cheryl Shachoff's mother, Mary Smith, Aaron Smith's grandmother, Frida Speck, Jeffrey Speck's grandmother, Mendel Weisner, Ben Nat Weisner's father. Are there any other names that folks are wanting to add? We've started the practice of singing the words of Oseh Shalom in place of all of the names that we don't know to say of folks that have died in Israel and Gaza since October 7th. So before we say our Mourner's Kaddish, I'll invite us to turn back to page 62, number 16 online, and sing with our hearts for the possibility of peace and grief and mourning for all that we've lost. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. We'll take all the names that we said of our congregation and all the names symbolized in those words of peace together and say the words of Mourner's Kaddish, rising on page 294. Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon u'yomechon u'chaye d'ho beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar, v'yitalev, v'yithalal, shmei dekutsha berechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'miram be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. I'll invite Fro forward to give over some announcements. Folks can be seated.
Introduce yourself.
I'm still Harry.
Is that a skin condition? All right. I'm one of Julie's Jacobs. Please just call me Fro. Can't say my name without smiling. Thank you for being here with us tonight. It's been a pleasure diving in with y'all. At the end of the service, please return the prayer books to the usher table over yonder. Please make sure to separate the song sheets from the siddurim. Thank you to all those who made tonight possible. Rabbi Joey, Rabbi Ariel, Gordon, the McComb Minion, David Bailey, Julie Jacobs, Lori Sweet.
Thank you to the Shomrim for your steady presence.
Word. Find all our Shir Tikva programming updates in our weekly e-news and on our website. Now for some updates. Next week's Shabbat service will be Mass Recommended Service. If this isn't the best fit for you, please join us on Zoom. Harry, you make Zoom really, really fun, don't you?
Yeah, and great people up there on Zoom. And by the way, it's wonderful to be here in both places today. Did you hear the show-off thing?
I can't with y'all. Let's see here. Heads up, we are rescheduling the in-person panel discussion on Israel-Palestine on Sunday due to the weather. We'll keep you posted when we have a new date. In its place, Rabbi Ariel and Sharon Jaffe will be offering a Zoom text study on our community's value of, I can never say that one.
You can do it. Go ahead.
Salem Elohim, all people being created in the image of God. A reminder that your community is here to support you, so please reach out to our rabbis if you encounter a life change so they can activate the Shir Tikva network of support. We're going to work on an acronym for that one. Now, a couple more things. Did you know that the caring community can arrange rides for congregants who want to attend in-person services but need transportation? Are you able to occasionally provide a ride to Friday night services to someone in your area? He's looking at you. If so, check out the Caring Community blurb in Monday's e-news or visit our page on the Shir Tikva website. Shabbat Shalom.
I just want to put a quick negation accent mark on the note that we will not be having an in-person Israel-Palestine program here at 6 p.m. on Sunday. However, we are going to have an online program featuring our very own Rabbi Ariel and Sharon Jaffe teaching on one of our community's values. Fro said it. I just wanted to repeat it so folks can hear. We're going to close out our service with Kiddush and Motzi, blessing wine and challah. You can find the blessing for wine on page 5.
And I'd love to invite up, I feel like this is my night for putting people on the spot, which is something I usually try not to do, but I'd love to invite up anyone who's here for the very first time to come bless grape juice and challah, because I think there are a few of you here, and I'd like to meet you, so come on up.
Don't need to know the words, I'll sing.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
sing
no,
loud
no
and proud.
pressure to, but just come up so I can say hi. Yeah, come on. You got this.
Okay, the important role is holding up this glass. You got it? Yes. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shagat shodsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'ma'aseh v'reishit, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר לציית מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים, לשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Yeah, we have been told that this is cranberry challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tehavon. I would love to. We'll end with a final bit of song. Yam bada da ya ya ya, yam bada da ya ya da da, yam bada da ya yam ba ya da da yam bada da ya ya ya, yam bada da ya ya da da, yam bada da ya ya ya, yam ya da da yam ba. Ho 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 ha da da, yam ba ya da da, yam ba ya da da, yam ya da da yam ba. Yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da yamba da da ya yamba da da ya da da, yamba da da ya yamba ya da da yamba da da ya yamba da da ya da da, yamba da da ya yamba ya da da ya yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da yamba ya da da, yamba ya da da, hi ya da da, ya da da yamba.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos.